In just a couple of weeks, Noland Arbaugh will mark 6 months since he received Neuralink, a brain implant. Back in January, Arbaugh was the subject of a clinical trial done by Neuralink, a company which is owned by Elon Musk. Arbaugh is quadriplegic, and the implant will not help him move again, but it is helping him overcome some of his limitations. And tonight, he is the subject of our spotlight. And Noland Arbaugh joins me now from Yuma, Arizona. Good to see you, Noland.
Hey, thanks for having me, Travis.
So listen, I understand that you became quadriplegic after what you describe as a freak water accident. Tell me a little bit about that accident and how it changed your entire life.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a freak accident in a man-made lake up in New York in the Pocono Mountains. It's kind of crazy. Imagine you are running from the beach into an ocean and you get to about waist deep water and you dive under the first wave. And I did that with a couple of guys and they both came up and I didn't. I didn't hit anything in the water. I think maybe one of them might have hit me in the head in some way, a straight elbow, fist, something like that. But next thing I knew, I was face down in the water. And of course, being quadriplegic changed my life. It was a lot to adjust to, but I managed, and here I am.
You managed, and here you are, absolutely, and you've got a fantastic outlook. When you heard about Neuralink for the first time, I guess when did you hear about Neuralink for the first time, and kind of what did you think about it?
Yeah, it was about 8 months ago. I had never heard of it until my buddy called me on the phone, said they had just opened up the human trials and that I should apply. He gave me like a 5-minute rundown, and then we applied together over the phone. And I was just excited. I was excited that something like Neuralink was taking interest in something that so deeply affected people like me. And I was excited to be a part of it and to hopefully, progress this field and help people for the rest of humanity, for the rest of time. Honestly, I was just excited.
You weren't nervous at all that you were going to have like this piece of technology implanted in your brain?
No, not really nervous. As a quadriplegic, it's something that gave me pause because my brain is basically the only thing left that I have. And so, yeah, I thought about it a lot, but ultimately I came to the conclusion that I would be helping a lot of people, and that was enough for me.
So tell me about when you actually got it implanted, what that was like, and then the recovery time.
Yeah, it was super easy. I mean, I keep telling people it was one of the easiest things I ever did. I just went to the hospital and took a little nap, and then I woke up with a chip in my brain. The recovery was super, super easy. The surgery was only 2 hours. They released me from the hospital the next day. They prescribed me a bunch of pain pills, and I didn't take one. I just wasn't in pain at all. And within, a couple weeks, I was using this on a daily basis.
Okay, so Noland, tell me about the first moment that you used Neuralink to control a computer and what that felt like. Explain the experience.
Yeah, so it made a lot of sense to me at first. At first, it was a lot of attempted movement. So, I mean, all the signals in my brain still work. It just doesn't make it all the way to my hand and back because there's a disconnect in my spinal cord. But all the signals are still firing. So I figured, I try to move my hand, even though it doesn't work anymore. I try to move it. The Neuralink picks that up and interprets that in an algorithm, and then I can move the cursor. But the first time that I moved the cursor just by thinking, without attempting to move at all, it like shattered my whole universe.
Wow.
I was giddy for the rest of the day. I just could not stop smiling. I thought it was the coolest thing that had ever happened, and I've never looked back. It just became second nature to me.
That is so cool. I understand that you can actually demonstrate for us, if you share your screen with us, how this all works. And you just think about it and then you move the cursor. So what do you got to show us?
Yeah, here we go. Let me hop in here and share my screen. And then there.
So you're just moving that cursor with your mind right now?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all brain power. So this is the Link app. This is how I control the computer. This is something that Neuralink has developed that's let me gain control of the computer. This is how I do all of my work with them. I go into all of these little tabs and do different things. This is also how I would game, connect to like a console or something if I wanted to.
Oh, wow. Okay, so battery 31%, is that What's that's for the
Yeah,
actual
that's
chip?
my Neuralink. Yeah, my Neuralink.
So do you have to charge
the chip
it?
itself. I do. I charge it as much as I use it, honestly. So 31%, I can use that for maybe a couple more hours, and then I'll charge it. Takes about an hour, hour and a half to charge all the way, and then I use it for over 6 hours again.
Wow. Okay. So gaming, can we see that a little bit?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I'll show you a little bit of a game that I play. So this is something that I do just for fun. When they are trying to set something up for me, they are just playing around to get me do some more like I don't know, some sciencey things that they like to do.
Right.
Trying to wait and set up for the next task that I'm going to do. Anything along those lines. I'll come in here and play around, and this is all just me thinking, cursor go here, this guy. I don't know. It's just something I do for fun. And then let's see what else I can do over here. And this is my chess website.
There you go.
that I
Nice.
play.
Okay.
Yeah, that I play all of my stuff on. So just hop in right there. And there we go. I'm playing a game of chess.
Now you're playing a game of chess.
Yep, that's it. That's all it is
Just
to it.
your mind required, and the Neuralink.
Yep, that's it.
Wow.
Easy as that.
So this is probably an obvious question because I'm seeing it, right now. But how life-changing has this technology been for you?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's helped me reconnect with the world. It's helped me become more independent, and that's something that that's all I want as a quadriplegic, is to do things on my own, to not be such a burden to my family, to find some way to make my own way in the world. And this technology has allowed me to do that in spades, and it's something that I never thought I would be able to do again, is sit here on television and play a game of chess for the world to see. Like, it's just amazing. And I can't thank Neuralink enough for allowing me this opportunity.
So, for those that are looking at this technology that may have had an injury as well, what do you say to them in terms of the hope for Neuralink and technologies like it?
Yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning. I didn't have a lot of hope for the future even a year ago. I knew that I needed to find my way in the world. I needed to make some sort of difference, make something of my life. And this technology, I think, is only the beginning. And for people like me, for people with disabilities, that there's a lot to look forward to, that the future is bright, and that I can only imagine what more is to come in my lifetime. And this might be a thing of the past. Spinal cord injuries in 100 years, we might be looking back and saying, I can't believe for thousands of years people lived with these disabilities. Like, must have been terrible.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's unrealistic of me to say that in my lifetime all of that could change.
Technology is pretty incredible. Noland, so great to meet you. Really appreciate you coming here on Canada Tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Travis. I really appreciate you taking the time, man.